Welcome back to LDF-Designs. In today's quick video, I'm going to be prepping this board for this piece that I'm going to apply encaustic to. So I'm going to be using some staining inks and some walnut ink, and I also have a little bit of tar and some various papers and fabrics. And then I have a mixture of drywall compound and a little bit of some primer paint, and I think eventually I also have a little bit of pre-mixed concrete that I'm going to add into that. And so I've already put one layer of that onto this board and let it dry, the drywall compound mix, and now I'm going to use that same compound and apply these papers and fabrics. Eventually I'll be taking the second piece that I showed there briefly, that piece, and putting some encaustic onto that piece, and then this board will be used to mount the other piece. I found some fabric at a thrift store, and I didn't really know what kind it is. It is a cotton, excuse me, it is a cotton fabric, but I really love it. It rips easy, and I usually keep a little of it around. I love to incorporate the fabric into a lot of my pieces when I can. It works really well with the encaustic to create texture, but I also like it with this kind of drywall compound mixture on it as well. Just kind of gives it a nice older and patinaed look, and I don't know, I feel like it softens the piece. I was really trying to obtain on this board, I know it's going to be the background for the encaustic piece, and so I wanted to be a little more of a matte and have a little more of an industrial feel to it, and also a very aged look. So I'm just trying to create some different tones into the board and the things that I have on there already. And then I will begin using that mixture to start applying the different fabrics and papers to the board. And then once I let that completely dry, then I will adhere the encaustic piece to it. I'll be doing that in another video. This video is just about me prepping this board. I had mixed a little bit of the walnut ink into the drywall compound mixture just to give it again a little bit of a brown or a dirtier tone, and that's what I'm using here on the backs of all of these. And again, generally my rule of thumb is I try to put whatever I'm using for an adhesive, whether it's actual adhesive or wax or this particular mixture here, I put some on the back of the piece, and then generally I put some on the board, and then put those two pieces together so you have mixture to mixture. Hopefully that makes sense, but that usually creates a little bit better bond when you're adhering things to your pieces. So I did a little experimenting using some leftover packing material, and again took this mixture with the kind of concrete and drywall compound and applied that to these packing pieces. So the piece that I'm going to mount on here is actually made out of leftover cardboard packing, and I have already prepped that a little bit again as well, and then once I get this situated, then I will finish off that secondary piece. using my heat gun to help things dry and set a little bit, just so that I can keep going on it. At this point, I decided I wanted to start working the sides a little bit. I am going to leave the back of the piece just as it is, but started taking some of my bits and bobs and just started slicing them up to get them to fit the edge of this board. So I basically am going to just continue to work the sides on this and do a few more things to the sides and the front to get it to where I'd like it to be. And other than that, that'll probably just about wrap up this video. If you stay tuned, I will have a video coming out hopefully soon that will show you how I apply the encaustic to the other piece, and eventually I will marry these two things together. If you haven't given me a like or a subscribe, please feel free to do so. I do enjoy hearing from people, so I love to read the comments as well. Thank you for joining me today, and I will let you sit back and enjoy as I finish making this piece.